to Mexico. The goal of that trip was to mend trade relations between Paris and Mexico City. Well, business was also high on the agenda and dozens of deals were signed. Manufacturing and aviation are strong growth sectors there in the Mexican economy, meaning big opportunities for the French delegation. Well, our France 24 reporters sent us this next story from Querétaro, which is a city the French president paid a visit to this Friday.
With its 5,000 employees, Safran, the French equipment manufacturer, is the largest employer in the aeronautic industry in Mexico. We are in Querétaro in central Mexico, in an industrial area entirely devoted to this sector, including Bombardier and Airbus helicopters, formerly Eurocopter. For several kilometers, it's all about aircraft. Here, Safran provides maintenance for the engines of 8 airlines. Elsewhere, the company produces motors and wiring. In the past 10 years, they have invested nearly $1 billion in Mexico.
In Mexico, we can find very young and very dynamic people who've just graduated from university. They're also very innovative.
This university is just next door. The Franco-Mexican campus trains highly qualified technicians among the hangars of equipment manufacturers, all made to fit the requirements of the French companies who participated in developing the curriculum and trained the teachers.
In Mexico, it's brand new, the aeronautic, in specific, the manufacturing. Because several years ago, we tried to keep the maintenance in the airplanes, and we have many shops for this. Many people are looking for the students, specifically the engineers and the operator technicians.
Here, students benefit from the transfer of skills. They learn French and hope to study for a time in France, thanks to an academic exchange program.
I'm taking part in a scholarship to go and study in France. It would be great because France is a country with many years of experience in aviation. It would be great to bring something from there back to Mexico.
But France is lagging behind. It is only Mexico's 16th trade partner. While visiting Mexico last July 14th, Laurent Fabius announced the creation of the Franco-Mexican Strategic Council, a group of experts and business leaders responsible for improving these business relationships.
What we try to do in this council, with participation from both governments, is to create a French preference in Mexico and a Mexican preference in France. We want to improve this potential, which is still not working as well as it could. The figures are not satisfactory.
This visit's announcements are modest but positive. The delivery of a new set of helicopters for the Mexican Navy and the construction of a drone factory in the north of the country. After a 5-year cold period in the relationship, both countries are finally willing to sit down and talk business.
And that was Focus. Well, I'll be back in a couple of minutes' time with the top stories. Meanwhile, do stay tuned to France 24.